AITA for calling my husband a selfish wimp? AITA for calling my husband a selfish wimp? The other day I, 28F, had a huge fight with my husband, 28M. I'll call him Larry for this story. Larry's parents were in town last weekend visiting my brother and sister-in-law and they wanted to see our kids as well before they left. His parents and I have a strained history and have admitted that they don't like me. I have set boundaries with them that they don't like. Despite a lot of things that have happened, my husband and I believe that our kids deserve to have a relationship with them and that the strained relationship between us shouldn't affect that. So before they left for the weekend, Larry decided to meet up with them at a local Chick-fil-A to chat and let the kids play. I decided I wouldn't come so that they could enjoy it. My in-laws also decided to bring my nephew along so the cousins could all play together. When my family came home, Larry told me that our nephew ended up peeing his pants on the playground at the restaurant. I cringed and said something along the lines of, "Oh, that sucks. Did anyone step in it? Did they get it cleaned up before it got messy?" To which he responded, "I don't know. We left without telling anyone. They were closing and no one else was in the playground when we left, so my parents didn't think it was a problem to just leave it." I was shocked. Speechless. I asked him if he told one of the workers that there was pee up there. He said no, that it wasn't his responsibility because it's not his child. He said his parents were taking care of my nephew, not him. In past conversations we've had, Larry has always been very dedicated to the idea that people should be able to make their own choices in life and that we all should respect those choices, even if we don't agree. In the past I have found this very endearing because I agree that people deserve respect and love despite their path in life. However, this situation made my blood boil. Who leaves pee on the playground without telling anyone? So we got in a huge argument. I ended up yelling at him for being selfish and for caring more about his mother's fragile ego instead of caring about the other kids and employees that will be at that Chick-fil-A. I kept calling him selfish and he said I am being an a-hole and not respecting other people's decisions and that I'm just very against him and his parents when they are together. His brother and sister-in-law agree that it wasn't that big of a deal to leave the pee. This has been an ongoing battle for a few days now between me and Larry. I've had time to cool off and I feel really bad about calling him selfish but also still feel like I wasn't wrong. He should have told someone, right? Or AITA. Edited to answer questions. I've been trying to respond to comments but this seems easier. Larry told me it was a puddle of pee. We haven't been having active nuclear fights for days. We just haven't seen each other much this week because we had alternating work schedules, night/day. We spent time as a family and still felt tension. We both know opinions haven't changed. We just didn't have time to talk about it thoroughly until today. Hence why I said it's been going on for days. Larry told me about the pee because he was disappointed in his parents. He told me by saying something along the lines of it was crazy because nephew peed at the playground and my parents didn't tell anyone. To which I responded with, did it cleaned, was it messy, etc. Then I got upset when he said he didn't say anything either because he wanted to respect his parents' decision. He said he would have said something if it was our kids that peed. We do love each other. Larry has said multiple times he would cut ties with his parents if I asked him to, but I maintain that family is important. So I don't think I'm looking for something to be angry about every time they are together. I recognize that despite our core values on societal well-being versus personal choice is very, very different, I still had no right to call him names and have apologized. We are going to try counseling.